Take a deep breath in. Breathe out. It's a wonderful day with wonder, but where's Segue? Haven't seen Segue yet today, but I know he likes to lay in the sunshine in the catatropics, so maybe he'll come join us. But today, I don't know exactly what I'm going to talk about. I don't think I'm supposed to plan things, but I have an idea that has something to do with art, and that you are art. I am art. We are art. We are the divine creation of Source. So aren't we beautiful? Oh, good morning, Segue, or good afternoon. Haven't seen you yet today. Hello, come say hello to everybody. Wow. I was thinking I haven't seen Segue, but he'll come if he has something to share. So Segue, we are art. We are creation. We are all a little spark from the whole. When you put us all together in a magic ball of light, we create the whole. And we are just a spark of how creation wants to express itself. And so you are that spark. You are that divine creation. And you want to express yourself. So you need to create. You need to create art. Create anything that you're inspired to create. And that's how you express your art, your divinity. And Segue, I see that you're chewing a deck over here. This is the animal medicine deck here. And there's a paw print from my pal Buford. It has Buford's energy in it before he passed. I was able to get his paw print. And Buford's the one who brought me onto this journey of healing. Learning, like, when I asked, was this all there is? Is this all there is? I had a magical healing of my dog's paralyzed back legs, and he taught me how to work with energy, and that I'm an energy alchemist, and that I could actually even heal my own pain. And so I'm so eternally grateful for Buford, my corgi, that was in my life. And his favorite crystal when he got energy healing was this smoky quartz. There's a rainbow inside of it now that he's on the other side of the rainbow bridge. Do you feel the energy, kitty? The smoky quartz. He liked it when I held it by his belly. You like the smoky quartz? Oh, wow, he's licking it and kissing it. You love the smoky quartz too? Well, I guess we need to draw a card from Buford then, from the animal medicine deck, if you want to see Buford's little gigantic paw print. He was pretty big. And it's crystal smoky quartz. It brings grounding. Dark colored crystals. Grounding. You want to feel well, he's eating the bag that I keep it in. Has some good energy with Buford. Thank you, Buford. You have a message for us, Buford? And these special animal medicine cards that I keep your paw print with at all times. Yeah. Buford, what message do you have for us from the animals? Thank you, Segue, you little sweetheart. I pre-shuffled the cards a little bit this time. I don't have to hopefully wait so long. Buford, I have a message for us right away. Thank you, Buford. Emergency sunglasses for reading. Oh yeah. Okay. We got number 50, the alligator. I see some sharp teeth. Segue has some sharp teeth, made some nice teeth marks in this bag. Alligator, what message of medicine wisdom do you have for us today? We'll read it. Alligator, did I say 50? Number 50, another 5 about change. You people feel like we're going through some change? Anybody? Oh, 50, we gotta go way up here. So, how have you been, Segue? Oh yeah, I gave a few of Segway's treats to Buford as an offering in the bag. And I guess Segway's like, those are my treats here. Buford will share them with you. There you go. There you go. Buford said you can eat them and enjoy them. Okay. That's funny. I forgot about that. Number 50, alligator. Oh, alligator. Let me drop my judgments, accepting life with grace, so that forlorn care and worry will vanish from my face. Let me integrate each moment, digesting life with ease, counting all my experiences as equal opportunities. An alligator speaks of integration. The powerful gift of alligator medicine is to fully appreciate and integrate all that life offers. Gator shows us the value of thoroughly digesting both the pleasures and pains of life. In many ways, alligator's medicine is reflected in its behavior. When Gator rolls under the water with its prey, its message is to roll with the punches when being attacked by life's circumstances, carefully storing its prey under a log until the meat is tender. Teach us this is about patience and proper timing. That's right. You'll learn about patience when you hang out with Wonder. Choosing to laugh when tangled in your own seriousness can immediately diffuse the stranglehold of anger and judgments, self-importance, and inflexibility. Once your rigidity is removed, you are free to again integrate the present set of circumstances, finding what you may have formerly overlooked. Then you can learn Gator's lessons on how to digest the value of any life lesson. Gator medicine people refrain. What do? They refrain from passing judgment until they have examined all the facts and seen all sides of the situation. It may be time to drop opinions and judgments so that the present situation can be fully understood. Gator might have surfaced in the river of your life to tell you to digest the situation at hand before making any rash moves. You could also be dealing with someone who is too serious or rigid. If this is the case, embrace your flexibility, knowing that you are expanding beyond your former limits, even if others are wallowing in their self-created quicksand. I hear a raven. Okay, I'll keep reading. Have you been rushing through life and not taking the time to count your victories or to digest the rites of passage? If so, it could be time to honor your progress, mindful that quick fix solutions do not support long-term goals. Avoid getting stuck in the duality and quagmire of the human judgment game. My sweetheart, oh my God, you're so cute. Oh my goodness. Use calm, resolve, review your healing process and life lessons. Integrate the growth you have attained. In all cases, Gator is telling you that something may have escaped your perception. Ask yourself, what viewpoint or possibility did not get factored into your assessment? Did that missing piece of the puzzle keep you from having an accurate overview of what is now occurring? If so, it is never too late to reevaluate the situation from a more integrated and flexible point of view. Remember, Gator's eyes and nostrils are often the only parts of the body above water, while it senses its surroundings. Gator integrates all probabilities before it makes its move. All right. And then it has a contrary message that we would read if the card came out upside down, which it didn't. But Segue put it sideways, so maybe we need to be balanced and hear both sides. So in contrary, Alligator often signals a time to laugh in the face of conflict in order to survive. If Gator's belly is floating exposed on top of the water, it could mean that rash actions or thoughtless words have put you in jeopardy. Gator's treacherous jaws warn you not to fall prey to quick fix solutions or schemes. If contrary, Gator's bite has severed an artery that fed you life force. A band-aid will not cure your present situation. Integrate stable, long-term solutions and options. If you have become inflexible or judgmental, detach from the muddied thinking or clouded feelings that have imprisoned your progress in all cases. Gator reminds you to scan more than the surface. There's a bug biting me, trying to remove that. All possibilities, potential risks, unexpected outcomes, and ultimate rewards. If you integrate all these viewpoints, it becomes easier to roll over and come out on top. And that's what we want to do. We're not just trying to roll over and play dead. Coming out on top. Thank you, Buford. I love you so much. Love you so much, Buford. Dear cards to blow. Alright, thank you, Segue. Wow, so Segue was really drawn to that energy from Buford. That's pretty cool. And so, before I turned on the camera, I did some smoke clearing and called in the ancestors and the elements and spirit guides and angels and so our ancestors are here with us, and that includes all the nature spirits of ancestors too. My dad, little black eggs holding Buford. Definitely calling in the ancestors. One of the first, when I took my year of shamanism to get my first spirit, find an animal to work with me, a power animal. The first thing I saw was my Grandma Hervely. And I was like kind of irritated, like, okay, I'm making this up. I want a message from an animal. What are you talking about, Grandma? But she was very persistent, and she just kept saying, tell Laurel I love her. Tell Lori I love her. My mom. And she wouldn't stop saying it until I finally told my mom. She needed to hear that. So I'm glad she did. And she was one of the first guides that I actually listened to. Thank you, Grandma Hervely. And we have a message from our ancestors. 5 of Stones, endurance. 5 of Stones, that makes me think stones are like pentacles, and pentacles have to do with earthly things and tangible things. And 5 has to do with change. And usually the 5 of Pentacles is when you like feel left out in the cold and alone, like you're in lack. And in this card, there's like someone sitting by a fire. They look kind of cold, out by a cave all alone, but they have the fire going. There's lightning in the background. But it's about endurance. So when you can stay strong and endure through the change, it's going to be all right, because we're not alone, right, kitty? So this deck is called the Wildwood Tarot, wherein wisdom resides. And I usually don't work with it much, so I pre-shuffled it a lot. 5 of Stones, endurance. So stones in this deck, I believe, would be like pentacles. They're stones. So they're not. But they're part of earth. They're grounding. And they're sitting in the sand from the Wadi Rum Desert I visited for more grounding. Yes, you're gonna give the message some love. 5. I need to find 5 of stones. Okay, let's read. What is this message about endurance? Description. A child dressed in simple skin clothing sits in the entrance of a cave, looking out at a dark sky split by lightning. A small fire burns before him, and by its light we see the 4 deep cracks have split the walls of the cave entrance into 5 massive blocks of stone. I didn't even notice that. Thanks for telling us. Are you chewing the book? Are you a Wildwood? So the meaning, it takes inner strength and courage to protect yourself and survive the challenges of life. This may mean withdrawing from trauma to focus on emotional resilience. Yeah, that's right. We don't want to immerse ourselves in the trauma. If you're in an energy that doesn't feel good, remove yourself from that energy. Because we all deserve to feel good, don't we, kitty? It takes inner strength and courage to do that sometimes, though. Meow. Meow, meow, meow. So the reading points. Of all the qualities of spiritual warrior or seeker on the journey of life must process, the spirit and will to endure is most important. In the words of one's green sword master, Bob Anderson, nobody said it was fair. There will be trials, and there will be harsh challenges. Life is a contact sport, and there will be bruises. The desire and willpower to survive and recover from the setbacks is vital and necessary. I love you. Legend has it that in 1306, Robert the Bruce took shelter in a cave for 3 winter months while being hunted by soldiers of King Edward I in Scotland. This was the lowest point in his life, having suffered defeat in battle, seen his brothers executed, and his sister captured. The Bruce's only companion in the cave was a spider that attempted to spin its web repeatedly across the mouth of the windy cave. Repeatedly, the wind tore the web apart, but at last the spider succeeded in its quest, and the web weathered the storm, maintaining a resilient mind and retaining a sense of humor are most important to our health, along with the knowledge that the sun will rise on another day filled with opportunities. Did you like that message? And since I wanted to speak of art and creativity, that makes me feel like when we are feeling down and alone and in the dumps, or that we're not abundant, all these harsh things are going on around us that we don't feel in control of. One thing we can do is express ourselves through art, to create something. My dad used to draw something with me. That's an app where you can draw on your phone, so even if he wasn't able to do a big active art session with all the paints and all that, he could draw something on that game and be really creative, and it was fun playing with him. So sometimes he would text me like, draw something, and I would be like, oh yeah, I gotta draw something. And that was something that, made him happy up till the very end, as to being able to create. And before you're able to really create, get yourself grounded. We have energy centers in our bodies, and just like we are all made of energy, Kitty has energy, we have energy, colors have energy. So when you create art, colors, that can be very expressive. But you are art. You're not just art. You're not just the artist. You're the paint, you're the water, you're everything that goes into the art. You're the passion, you're the beauty. Or you could be the darkness. What is the art expressing? You're all of it. And you want to be expressed. You want your authenticity to be expressed. Just for you. Okay. So in our energy centers, we have colors, and you can eat foods that match these colors, or you can wear clothes that match these colors. You can do art with these colors, but working with the colors consciously with intent can bring you into an alignment. And at the base of our tailbone, the bottom of our spine, it's a energy center that's spinning, that's called our root chakra. And when that chakra is in balance, it helps you feel safe and secure. You feel grounded. You need to put your bare feet on the ground. I think my shoes are like little barefoot slippers. I like to put your bare feet on the ground, touch a tree, touch a rock, put your hands in water, a natural stream, and take a deep breath. This helps you feel safe. Remember when I was talking about mycelium under the ground, the fungal networks, and the wood wide web, and how they like to speak with electricity? You put this little bare footsie on the ground. Probably can't see my feet, but my bare footsie is on the ground. Man, I'm gonna put both my bare footsies on the ground. This feels good. My foot works as a conductor to connect to that energy, that electricity under the ground, the wood wide web connecting to all. I connect to that. I'm nature too. You're nature too. Connect to that. Oh my Goodness, there's so much healing in doing this. Standing barefoot on your ground. How much effort does that take? It can help with insomnia. It can help with anxiety, depression, heart rate, a sense of well-being. It just helps you feel safe, secure, and at one with nature. Okay, I recommend it. Get outside. Put your bare foot on the ground. Oh my gosh, it's so good for you. And then, through your feet, maybe you don't know, but through your feet, if you did little, I don't know if it's acupuncture, whatever it's called, I don't do it, but there's little energy things on the bottoms of your feet and on your hands, but the feet, they lead to every part of your body, right, kitty? And so when you just put your bare feet on the ground, all that little energy can go through your feet, but it can connect to every single part of your body. And then when you feel safe and secure, you can move up to the next energy center, which is it's an orange spinning center, and they alternate which way they go, clockwise or counterclockwise. And so the next one above your tailbone and lower than your belly is your sacral chakra, and it has to do with your creativity, your sexuality, your pleasure center, your passions and expression of you. But you're going to be expressing yourself and having a nice, beautiful creation and healthy relationships around you when that's in balance. And in order to really be in balance there, you need to be grounded, because if you don't feel safe and secure, your relationships aren't going to feel safe and secure either. So get yourself grounded, number one. And then next is the sacral. And that's what we were talking about with creating. When you draw something, when you paint something, when you sing something, when you express your truth and create whatever vision you have. It doesn't necessarily have to look like the typical art that people would label as art, but it's your creation. You're passionate about it. You love it. It's your art. You are art. So after that, you move up to a yeller. Oh, old yeller made me cry. A yellow energy center above your navel, and it has to do with self-confidence and courage and your I am presence. I am me, and you are you, kitty. And you're gonna be able to have a healthier sense of self and courage to do things if your relationships are healthy, because you're able to express yourself in a healthy way because you feel safe and secure. And then when you're able to just know who you are and be who you are in that yellow solar plexus, you move up to your heart. And I believe the lower heart is pink and the higher heart is green, because of how it mixes with the other color centers in your chakras, but I don't know. There's a higher heart and a lower heart, and they can be seen as pink or green. And green, look at all this abundance all around us with the trees and the leaves, and like money's green here in America. And abundance is also with the love frequency, and pink, like speaking of the ancestors, that was my dad's nickname for me. He called me Pinky, probably because I look like a little pink raisin, being almost 3 months premature. And I always wore pink, but he called me Pink. And so I carry the vibration of pink love energy all the time. And so the heart chakra is when you're going out in nature and you're seeing all this green, it can help open up your heart, not only to, just love the nature, but you're loving yourself. And when you love yourself, because you know who you are courageous and strong in your I am presence, you have healthy relationships with others, you express yourself in a creative way because you feel safe and secure, then you can express love in a healthy way. When you love yourself so much, you can love others so much. And then, when you're so full of love for yourself, You forgive all the past versions of yourself and any other timelines of yourself that aren't in alignment with you now. And then you're able to move up to the throat chakra, the blue spinning energy, where you just express what is your truth now. I'm expressing what my truth is now. I'm the woo woo whoa whoa. Yeah, that's right. That's me. Take it or leave it. Doesn't matter. I express myself with my truth authentically because I love myself. I know who I am. I'm able to express myself in a creative way. I feel healthy and strong, grounded and safe and secure. Like who I am. And moving on up between your eyebrows, there's a thing called your third eye. What? The third eye? Whoa. That can help you see the things you can't see in this physical realm. Helps you with your dreams, your psychic visions. Some people can see auras and stuff in this realm. I can't. I wish I could. My daughter Sedera can. She also has a really wonderful video about the 12 chakra system that I highly recommend. I'll pin it, or I'll try to comment it. I'll figure out how to do it. Because she explains it really well if you want to dive in a little deeper. She dove in really deep, and then the way she explains it is really awesome, and she's an artist. I always say she's a walking expression of art, but you know, we all are. We're all a walking expression of art, and she's just one of my most favorite art pieces. All of my children are such beautiful art pieces. Okay, let me go on and gush forever about them. So your third eye, your visions, your psychic visions, your intuition, and it's represented by like a purpley blue indigo, you know. And well, maybe you don't. No, you do. And then if you are able to express your truth and love yourself and feel confident and courageous and passionate and healthy and grounded, then your psychic visions for what you see and what you predict and what you know to be true for you and your connections, like to your dream space and other realities, will be healthier and stronger because you'll be clear from letting in any energies or entities that are not in alignment with you. And then at the top of our head, a crown chakra to allow in all the energy from source, from angels, spirit guides, all this higher wisdom. And our chakras even go up way above our head and way below into the ground. Like, you are not this physical body. You are a majorly beautiful, massive energy body within energy body within energy body within energy body with this little tiny human in it. Just walking around like, what am I doing? Come on, energy bodies, help me figure this out. And they will. Just ask. Okay, so mainly what I wanted to say is like how these energy centers work, so you guys can learn how to process the energies that are making maybe you feel like you're not able to get through some hard times. Our ancestors, thank you, Raven. They're with us. You're not alone. And so I recommend creating something, creating anything, in whatever, in a way that feels good for you to create some kind of art. If it's painting, drawing, singing, writing, whatever is inside of you that wants to be created, just do it. You don't need to expect any kind of outcome. There's no end goal of what needs to be created. No judgment on what it looks like. It just wants to come out. Express it. It's very healing. Even if it looks like a scary scene of fire and dark shadows and doom. Beautiful. You got that out of your body. Now you're not holding that inside. Thank you for letting it out. Now what do you want to do with it? Do you want to frame it? Hang it on the wall and remember piece to like remember that piece of darkness, and then we're letting it go. Or hey, I don't like this. It doesn't make me feel good. Burn it, get rid of it then. It's your art, your creation, but let it out, create it. Drinking yerba mate tea in a glass bottle. Yerba mate comes from a leaf in the Amazon, and it gives you energy. Ancient people used to give it to their shaman. I read on one of them that I first bought, and I didn't know why I wanted it right when I signed up for shaman class. Anyway, that's a long story that I don't need to get into. But yerba mate tea, it helped me break myself off of coffee when I was highly addicted to it in the past. But it was lovely talking to you today, and I hope that you will create something, and if you do, I hope you share it. Have a wonderful day.